video is going to be a makeup tutorial on the look that I'm currently wearing. This is a very springtime, youthful, summer lovin' type of look, and I really like how it came out. I hope you do too. All the products used in this tutorial will be linked in the description box below, so check it out if you want any of the product links. Before I begin, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like and comment on this video, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. So if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then just keep on watching. This makeup look only requires 3 eyeshadows, so it's actually really easy to do. As per usual, I'm starting off by priming my eyes with the LA Girl Primer in Nude to conceal all the discoloration and to prep my eyes for the shadow. I also set that with a color close to my skin. Now I'm taking the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I'll be taking this bright yellow, and I'm going to place it all over the lid and a little past my crease. I'm really making sure to pack that yellow on just so it can peek through the orange when we apply that later on. And I'm only going up to my crease area so it doesn't overwhelm the eye. And now I'm going in with a fluffy blending brush just to blur out those edges and make everything look very seamless. Now I'm going to go in with the orange shade, and I'm going to be applying it much tighter on the lid, and I'm not going to bring it up as high as I brought up the yellow just because I do want that gradient, and I'm going to just slightly blend out the edges just so it can mesh together very well. And I am using the same brush that I applied the yellow with just because it's a nice dense but fluffy brush, so it will mesh the colors well. Now I'm going to go in with that same fluffy brush. There's been no additional product added to this brush up until now, and I'm just going to blur out those edges. And now I'm going to take some extra yellow on the brush and just re-intensify the yellow where it kind of got lost right at the edges. And now I'm going back in with the orange and just re-intensifying everything just so nothing gets faded or blurred or blended out too much. And now again with the yellow, this is the key to this look, is just lots and lots and lots of blending. Now this is the ABH cream color, and I'm just going to be applying a thin line to my upper lash line. I don't want this overwhelming the eye, so I'm going to stay as close to the lash line as possible, and it ended up being a lot darker than I thought it would be. So now I'm going to go in with the Zulu palette again with that brown shade, and I'm just going to take a push liner brush and really smudge that line out and make it as soft and blended as I want it to be. I'm also going to kind of taper out the end so it kind of looks like a shadow wing almost, but I want it to be very soft and blended and smudgy. I want this to look very effortless and like you slapped it on in 5 minutes, so there is no room for harsh lines in this look today. So now I'm going to take that orange shade again with that same kind of fluffy but dense brush, and I'm just going to blur out the edge between the orange and the browns. So again, everything looks seamless. So now moving on to the face, I'm taking the Catrice primer, and I'm just going to press this into all of my lines and pores and unsightly kind of imperfections all over my skin just so my base looks flawless. And now I'm going to do this little trick. If you do have oily skin, this is wonderful. And I'm going to take this NYX loose powder with a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to press this right where I put the primer. So this is going to prolong my foundation's wear time and just makes me look even more flawless and poreless. Now this is the foundation I'm going in with, the Wet n Wild Cushion foundation, and I'm going to take the pad it comes with first just to get a base layer of the foundation down and just to get as much coverage as I can in one single layer. After that, I'm going to go in with a buffing brush, and I'm just going to be stippling that all over the skin just to give me maximum coverage with minimum product. This foundation is also perfect for this look because it does have a slightly dewy finish, so it's definitely going to give me that youthful glow. And now I'm taking the Catrice concealer that I love, and I'm just going to be highlighting my face where I usually do. And again, this will also give me that youthful glow because it does have a satin finish and it's not going to be completely crepey, dry down, matte. And I'm going to pounce that into my face with a beauty sponge just so everything is a little bit more moisturizing and healthy, luminous looking. Now after this, I like to just let my face dry with no powder on, and I'm going to just go off camera and do my eyebrows. If you want to see my brow routine, I'm going to link it in the eye above and in the description box down below. So after I've come back and everything has kind of settled and sunk into the lines, I just smooth everything over with my beauty sponge just so that everything can crease less throughout the day because it already has creased. And now I'm taking this Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation and I tried to apply this underneath my eyes. Didn't really like it. I just got this foundation powder. So I'm going to switch to the Milani powder that I love and I'm going to be setting the under eye with it. This is also an illuminating powder, so it's going to add to the glow factor that we have in this look. And now I'm going to take the Too Faced powder and just apply that all over my face, all over my foundation. And I liked it a lot better this way. It definitely looked too heavy and cakey and dry for my under eye, but for the majority of my face, it looked completely fine. I'm taking the Ulta Beauty Matte Bronzer in Warm, just because of course this look is the epitome of the word warm, and I'm just going to be bronzing my face where I usually would apply bronzer. And I'm just going to be a little bit more sloppy with it because of course I don't want this look to be very precise looking at all. And now my camera stopped recording at this moment, but I used the Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals just to give that warm glow, and I'm taking the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette and I'm taking that tangerine shade and I just applied it all over the cheeks and the nose just to give me a nice flush. Now I'm going back to the eyes and I'm taking the yellow from the Zulu palette and I'm just sloppily applying that all over the under eye just to create that blend. And then now I'm going to take the orange and I'm going to apply it tighter on the under eye just so I can have that gradient that we have on the top as well. And I'm going to kind of connect it to the top as well at the edge just so I have that kind of V shape going on. And of course, I'm taking my time to get it to blend into the yellow as well. Now I'm taking the push liner brush again, and I'm taking that deep brown and just pushing it up right against my lashes just to make it look like I have thicker, fuller lashes. And I'm also going to be taking the edge of the lower lash line and kind of creating that wing so it connects to the top lash line as well. Now making sure that wing connects very well to the upper lash line just so it looks like a very smoky, shadow, sexy, sultry wing. And now I'm going back in with that first initial yellow just to make sure everything is meshed well. And now this is the fake freckles part, and you definitely don't have to do this if you don't want to, but first I'm going to start off with a brow pencil. The brow pencil that I used on my actual eyebrow is a perfect shade for freckles, and I'm doing this in kind of like stages because I want it to look very radiant and natural and like I actually have freckles. So this is the lightest brow pencil. I'm just using this on my face because freckles are organic. I'm going to sloppily apply this everywhere. I don't want this to be very structured or precise, and I am taking this brow pencil first because I do want that transition of depth. And then I took the ABH cream color and I'm applying just a few dots. I have very little on my brush because this is such a pigmented dark color. And of course you will have some darker freckles and some lighter freckles, so that is what I'm trying to achieve through this look. And I am kind of patting and blending it as I go along as well because I don't want it to get overwhelming and like I just put eyeliner on my nose. Now this is the last stage of the freckle depth that I'm doing, and this is just a e.l.f. cream eyeliner in coffee, And I'm just taking this and applying a lot more of it just because it is that mid-tone shade that I want the most of. And I'm just trying to make this look as natural and seamless and blended into the skin as possible. And you definitely don't want to just apply it in the nose and inner cheek area. Go on the upper lip, go in between the eyebrows, and make it look like it actually is your skin. Now to make it look even more skin-like, I'm just taking my beauty sponge and just pressing it over everything just so it gets pressed into the skin and it doesn't look like it's just sitting on top of it. And now time for the lips. So for this, I'm taking the Essence lip liner in the nude first, just so I can get a definitive line of where my lip ends. I don't want my lips to get lost. And now I'm taking the NYX Velvet Matte Lipstick in Beach Casual, which is a very, very nude lipstick, almost concealer lips for me. And I'm just going to be applying this to the outer edge of the lip, just so we can get a nice ombre. I'm taking this orange liquid lipstick and I'm just going to be applying a little bit at a time and kind of just pressing and blending my lips together. You can also use your fingers, it works both ways, and I'm just going to be slowly building up the intensity of the orange. Definitely start off slow because if it goes too far, then you can't really go back. And now I'm relining the edges with the nude lipstick just so I have that really nice blend and it doesn't get too overwhelmingly orange and I still have that ombre tint. And now for an extra pizzazz, I'm highlighting the inner corners, the brow bone, and I'm applying this Buxom lip polish to the Cupid's bow and the bottom of the lip just so it looks very juicy and healthy. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. This is very springtimey, youthful, not very indicative of the weather outside right now. It's very gloomy, but I still hope that this brings some life into your season right now. So all of the products used in this video will be linked in the description box below, so check it out if you want any of the product links. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!